Morning, everyone. So, as I have got the confirmation that we were there in this particular slide, I'm just opening the slide. Is this one correct? Very good morning, Naveen. Okay, fine. Good. So, once it is confirmed, let us proceed now for our actual slides. So, looking at the anatomy, but first of all, some of them they will get confused why we are using the medical term over here and why do we need to actually learn this. One small hint I will give you, which clicked in my mind in the morning session, is if imagine if a doctor surgeon want to perform some surgery on us without learning what is the human body composed of, what is it built up of, what are the organs inside it, what is the importance of the organs, what is their functionality, can the surgeon directly operate us? No, it will become a disaster even if that doctor cuts and opens our body. So, to understand in the similar way, if we want to write a HTML code from the scratch, because we are learning it now, we don't have any knowledge about it, we will be writing from the scratch. If I want to write the program right from the scratch, I need to understand what are the major components that a normal HTML page is composed of. In human body, we cannot modify the human body a lot of time. We cannot change it a lot because of its complex build. But when it comes for HTML page, it's our liberty to create as we wish. But there are certain components which are needed to be kept as it is. So those components need to be understood that these components are must ensure to be there. So first thing, we should understand what are those components, what are those are called as elements, and then what are the functionalities of those elements. So we were talking about there should be one logo of the web page or the company. Looking at this logo image, one should get to know, okay, what is this particular company or the website made for. For example, when you see the logo of your Mercedes Benz, you can come to know that it's a car company. Similarly, when the Mercedes Benz is kept on a website as a logo, we understand the logo. Okay, this is a website built for Mercedes Benz company. Same way, this logo will mean a lot to the public. That's why many companies they will concentrate more and more on this logo. This logo should be unique throughout the world. This is one key important. Similarly, apart from logo, we'll have a or header describing what is the company meant for, what is the website meant for, what is the web page meant for. Then we will have a menu string determining what are the extra web pages available on the web page, what are the extra functions available on the web page, clicking on which we can move or jump to that particular web page or we can open that particular application. So we will have a lot of menu items. Next, we will have a content area which will display what was the actual content of this web page, why this web page was built for, some information regarding what is the web page, what it is going to mean to the user. Then a sidebar giving a quick view about few other features. For example, in case of universities, here you will get the homepage in the content area. We will have the picture of the university and then few descriptions about the university. But whatever new news is to be given, bulletins are to be given, they will be given in the sidebar because it attracts, catches the human eyesight. So these are sidebars. Similarly, certain companies, apart from universities or certain things, there will be certain companies which will try to publish their advertisements on these sidebars. So this sidebar is used for attractively catching a user's attention from that of the actual content. So user will actually look for the actual content, but apart from the actual content, there is one more side bar which will try to get users attention. So that is the two things. Then there is a footer. Footer will describe who built this website, what are the similar features to that of menu bar. They will be listed over here. Address will be listed over here. A few other like companies YouTube channel links and web portal channel links, all those things will be listed over here. So these are few of the features that are available. So I hope I have also described about these things. Can anyone confirm it? Has I described these components? What is a URL? What is title? What is meta descriptor? Okay, good. So, this was a general perspective of a web page. This is very normal one. But if we look into some complex web pages that are built for high-end websites, then we have got a little enhanced look and feel of the company. First one will be as it is logo. Social media links will be clicked or placed over here so that we can easily identify what is a social media. Nowadays, it has become a necessity because a lot of mobile interface has come into existence, and due to that, we'll be trying to have our social media to be highlighted as much as possible. Then you will have the navigation bar, which is very similar to menu bar. Then you will have the main picture of what the content was containing. Then description is moving sideways with a heading for the description. So it's very similar to content area. Then we will have call to action. Usually these complex web anatomy will be used for e-commerce websites. So whenever we go for e-commerce websites, there will be certain things which will be placed over there for purchasal purpose, so that the clients can click on it and purchase. So those buttons or those features which will make the user to perform certain action are called as call to action. So those call to action will be placed over here. For example, one of the smallest one is login and register. So we can keep over here. Then whatever main content and the pictures we have kept over here, a testimonial for those things, whatever claims we have placed. Suppose I am claiming that this is the product's picture and this is the product's description and it is very good. I'm giving it a very high rating. But what is the authenticity? Who else has given that authenticity, that guarantee? That testimonial will be placed over here. Then we will have additional pictures pertaining to that of our product to be kept over here, or additional information which can be browsed out. Then we will have online reviews that we can place. Those online reviews can be kept over here with certain links. Like for example, I can have some. If you go through a website, there will be certain product, and based on that product, certain comments will be placed. Those comments can be viewed over here. Then trust symbols. Trust symbols means if I am placing any product or any claim, is it guaranteed? For example, whenever we go for purchasing of product, we will see ISI mark on it, Indian Standard Product Marking. So that Indian Standard Bureau's marking or certain such type of trust symbols can be kept over here, telling that this company is trustworthy. Testimonials are the things, the symbols given by or the wordings given by certain people who have already used that product or feature or service, and they have made a comment or they have given their authenticity that this particular claim which is kept in the main picture and description is authentic. Okay, testimonial is going to trust symbol is going to talk about the whole company. Testimonial is going to talk about a particular feature or the particular product. Then we have got map for tracking where is the location of that particular company, where we can contact them. Then we will have a lead form, making them to, for example, if I click on login is call to action. After clicking it, what is to be popped up, what type of form is to be given, that particular lead form will be given. So those call to action will be placed over here, lead forms will be placed over here. Then we will have lastly the footer. The footer will talk about what is the company's address, who built that particular website, what are those addresses. Some part of social media links will also be kept. But nowadays the footer has become very short because already those informations have been kept above. So coming next to it, I have kept in detail about each and every point that we have discussed. What is a header, what is navigation, all those things in text format for your understanding. Go through this slide. Try to understand this particular text that I have kept. When you go through the YouTube link, pause the video and go through this text, understand it. The same things that we have discussed will be kept over here, to worry at all. Then I have kept over here what is body, all those details. Here we will try to understand the structure of a program. Uh, as I told earlier, every HTML program is a program or a code. It is not in the background what looks up. For example, you have opened google.com. It will give a search bar to use with two button search and feeling lucky or something like that. Then few links for what is where you are staying, all those things, and sign in and sign up buttons, all those things. But internally, behind that web page, the background coding is not as it is. The background coding will be stored in this format. The format is every HTML program starts with a tag. A tag is a unique command kept in between two guillemets. This lesser than symbol and greater than symbol are called as guillemets. These guillemets, when we write certain commands inside it, this becomes opening tag and a closing tag. What I mean by opening tag and closing tag is anything written between guillemets, any command without any forward slash is called as opening tag. With each opening tag, there is a corresponding closing tag also. So, in HTML program, there will be one tag called as HTML, and in between the opening and the closing tags, we'll keep actual content. So let us concentrate on what are the content tags that are used. There are two tags here. One is head, another is body. Head is having its own closing one, body is having its own closing one. In case of head, we'll keep those items which are not going to be displayed on the web page, which are going to work in the background of the web page. For example, what is this web page meant for? For example, if it is meant for, let us say, polytechnic students. So whenever I type in Google polytechnic student, this web page should get popped up. But is my web page the only web page available in the whole world created for polytechnic students? There are thousands of polytechnic colleges in India. There are multiple hundreds and lakhs of polytechnic colleges throughout the world. And they might have created a similar type of page. So, will Google pop up my page first? No. It will see, Google will see what are the web pages which are containing certain text matching with that of polytechnic student, these two words. But to search that one, will the Google look for the first word of the web page till the end of the web page and carry on like this for the entire website? A website will contain hundreds and thousands of web pages, practically speaking. So will it search hundreds and thousands of websites altogether and find out whether there is a polytechnic student mentioned in that website or not? No. They will look for tags. These tags helps in easy searching. That's why we call it as search engine optimization. Search engine optimization. Meta tags. So these tags helps the search engines to easily identify, okay, this page is meant for so and so particular purpose. So this is one important thing. But it is not displayed on the web page that this page is meant for this thing. User will not be able to view it. User will view only the content of the web page. Search engines will identify that web page with the help of these tags. Okay. Next, links to files controlling this style. Over here, you are able to see some blue coloring to it, some background coloring effect to it. Some to this particular block, there is a slight pinkish color, slight orangish pink color. Then there is a bordering effect to it. Then certain curve or rounded square type of effect. All this is because I have added some stuff, some styling to this actual text. Normally, plain text is very simple without any beautification. But once you attach beautification to it, it looks pretty to understand. Okay, pretty to look as well as understand. So for that purpose, we'll use certain styling called as cascading style sheets. Those cascading style sheets are separate programs than that of your HTML program, but they will be linked with the actual HTML program so that these two will impact on the actual text. In HTML program, you'll just write the plain text without any coding, without any styling to it. But when you want to attach certain styling, you will write that styling in CSS, cascading style sheet, and you will link these two together so that when the browser tries to render it back, interpret the HTML file, it will take the help of CSS that we have defined and beautify it, make it pretty look and feel. So that's CSS controlling styles linked over here. Then you will have executable files. Certain we were talking about server-side scripting, right? So those server-side scripting links will also be attached over here. Then you will have certain executable code. For example, in the web page itself, I will be checking whether the user has kept the proper length of the password or not. Has repeat for the first time given the new password, second time retype the password. Both are correct or not, both are same or not. To cross check those, certain programs are required. Those programs will also be linked or embedded here, but these will not be displayed in the program. You'll just see two text boxes for typing the passwords, but what is the background code which will check whether both are same or not will not be displayed. Okay, and should not be displayed, but they will be working in the background in the head tag. Is it correct? Now, the second set of tag that will come under the HTML is body tag. This body tag will contain actual text or actual content that is to be displayed, whether it is the images, whether it is the videos, whether it is the text that is to be displayed, and so forth. So all these will be displayed internally over here in the body. So these are viewable content that should be displayed on the web page and should be displayed in a manner in which a user can understand it. Okay, so this is a brief overview of what our HTML page will contain. So when we talk about CSS, we'll have certain programs with the extension of .css. But when we talk about certain executable files or executable codes, those codes will be saved in terms of JavaScript codes with the extension of .js or jQuery, JavaScript query code with the help of .js only. Do remember, Java query, jQuery, is an extension of JavaScript language only. That's why we are having the same extension for both of them. So, over here, whatever you are trying to insert image or text or certain videos, certain documents over here, these are few of the formats which are understandable by every browser. Okay, I'll be coming for these tags separately. So till here, is the content clear for everyone? Whatever I have discussed, is it clear?